Mi gente, que es la que hay? What do you think if we take out a cookbook from my friend Chef Edgardo Noel to make his pumpkin buding recipe and all over wood fire using the Twin Temp Spike from ThermoPro? Vamos pa' encima. We start by putting all our wood in the Kankay Monster's fire stoker. With a couple napkins drenched in vegetable oil, we're gonna start this fire. We take our pumpkin and our Twin Temp Spike from ThermoPro and put both spikes in the pumpkin. We open the Temp Spike app and set a custom alarm for our pumpkin, which is gonna be 210 degrees. We put our pumpkin directly into the Kankay Monster grill. The process of cooking a pumpkin over wood fire is kind of a long one. We need to use the heat that's coming from that wood fire any way we can. We want to convert the wood fire into hot embers. While that happens, we're gonna start surrounding the pumpkin with hot wood. That way we can start distributing the heat throughout the pumpkin. If you have a camp tripod, you can use it to put some of the hot wood right on top of the pumpkin. It's a good way of bringing heat from the top and turning it into kind of a small oven. If you don't have a tripod, keep the pumpkin surrounded and try to keep an open flame. We can see that we're almost at our target temperature, so it's time to start covering the pumpkin with the hot coals. Once the Temp Spike alarm goes off, we're gonna leave the pumpkin a couple extra minutes so it's nice and tender. Now it's time to remove all the ashes and with our fire gloves, remove the pumpkin from the grill. Take a look at this rustic wood-fired pumpkin. We remove both temp spikes from the pumpkin and brush off some more of those ashes. We cut out the top stem of the pumpkin. Let's take a look inside. Your pumpkin should be nice and tender and very juicy. We cut it in the middle, then in half, remove the seeds, and remove all that pumpkin meat. We drop all our roasted pumpkin into the mixer, 4 ounces of whole wheat flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Lower the mixer and let it mix for a minute. Now we drop 3 ounces of unsalted butter, 3/4 a cup of sugar, 4 ounces of whole milk, and 5 whole eggs. Let it mix for a couple minutes. We grease up our cast iron bread mold with some butter. Pour our pumpkin buding mix into our bread mold. Give it a tap against the table and we take it to the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. Once time's up, we take it out of the oven and there we have it. Once it's chilled down a bit, we take it out of the bread mold. We cut it into a couple slices and take a look at that pumpkin buding, all roasted over wood fire. We take our buding, put a slice on a plate, bring in a large spoon of vanilla ice cream. We drop some black sesame seeds for color and texture, and to give it a spicy kick, some hot honey. And with that, we're done. Fire roasted pumpkin buding with ice cream and hot honey. This recipe takes a bit of time, but it's totally worth it. And if you use ThermoPro's temp spikes, everything will go as planned. If you like this recipe of pumpkin buding from my friend Chef Edgardo Noel's cookbook, hit the like button and drop a comment. If you like my content, don't forget to subscribe to my channels El Foodie Cooks, Cocinando con Foodies and Cocinando al Carbón.